up? It's your man Jeff, and we are back here with another one. First up, and as always, guys, it is damn good to see y'all, man. I hope you guys are out there having a beautiful, blessed day for real, man. First thing of business, I've been meaning to ask you guys in like 3 videos, when is a good time to do the next live? My days off are Monday and Tuesday, so obviously we're not going to do it today or tomorrow. But for next week, what would be a good time? Like, I usually do my reactions around 12 o'clock my time, so that's like 3 o'clock your time. But I can wait a little bit. Is it better for you guys to have it live in the evening? So we can do that. Or I'll get up early and I'll meet you guys at like 12 o'clock your time or something like that. But we gotta plan it out so more people can come. The last time I did one, I just kind of sprung it on you guys. I didn't even really announce. I was gonna say I didn't really announce it. I didn't announce it at all. But man, if we can figure out a time to freaking get it right, so more people can come, I would love to do that for sure. Today we doing something a little different, as you can see, man. We got some Jimmy fucking Carr. Are you kidding me? This dude is like one of my fucking favorite comedians. I've always been a big fan of one-liner comedians. Like Mitch Hedberg is obviously one of my favorites, clearly. Like he's the king of one-liners, or he was, you know what I mean? But Jimmy Carr, man, I respect one-liners, man, because his are fucking just raunchy, they're dirty, they're freaking hilarious, man. And I always respect comedians that do that, because I think I heard an interview one time, he said he writes like 150 to 200 jokes per special, man. Like, that's fucking insane, man. Like, some people only have like 4 jokes tied into like stories that their whole set is around, man. So the fact that he writes that many jokes, that's fucking insane. I feel like I've done way too much talking, man. A big shout out to you guys, man. I hope y'all are doing good. Let's check this out, man. It's on the Just for Laughs, so I'm not sure how dirty it's going to be. I really hope they didn't clean it up. That would suck, especially for Jimmy, but let's go, man.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Jimmy Carr. I've been described as one of the hardest working men in comedy, which is not that impressive. The hardest working man in comedy. That's like being the best looking guy in the Burns unit. Are there any Burns victims in? If there's one, there'll be lots. They tend to stick together.
Oh, nasty. Here we go. I like it.
And we're off.
You damn right. Let's go.
It's a great feeling when you get a woman you've been chasing for miles. It's very difficult to get the first kiss right. You want to be firm, but gentle. You want to be manly, but you don't want to wake her up.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at his face. Ah, that's what I love about him. It's like he don't give a fuck.
My girlfriend used to smoke after sex, so we started using lubricant.
Oh, Jesus. He's gonna do his laugh, where his laugh is funnier than the joke.
Good. I was in bed with a woman recently. She said to me, I want tonight to be magical. And it was. After I fucked her, I disappeared. I see.
Those two weren't as funny, man. Come on, let's go.
I see lots of couples in here. Now give us a shout, all the couples in the room. Okay. So what do you think, just by shouting out, what do you think is the most important thing in a relationship? What do you think?
Trust.
Trust?
Communication. Sex.
What, sorry? Sorry?
Communication.
Could you just speak up? Sorry. It's just so it can pick it, so we can hear it on this. What is it?
Communication.
Sorry, I didn't. I'm sorry, I didn't. Just, if you could just say... Sorry, what? What, sorry? I can't believe you're still saying it. It's amazing.
Oh Oh my God.
It's amazing. Any other thoughts? Most important thing? Go on. Personal grooming. Good answer.
She's not lying. That is a good answer.
Personal grooming. Good answer. Good, super weird answer. What's going on with your man's... Has he got some huge bush, has he? The manscaping, that's what he needs to do. Any other thoughts? Most important thing in a relationship? What, sorry? Did you just say tacos? Don't call it a taco, sir. The best answer I had on this, I said, what's the most important thing in a relationship? And a guy said, consent.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Consent. I think I'm with you up there. I think trust is the most important thing in a relationship. Because if you're with a woman and you don't 100% trust her, how do you know she's not going to tell your wife? Whenever I'm in the changing room at the gym, I'm always embarrassed by the fact my penis is so much bigger than everyone else's. But then, in fairness, it is erect.
Oh my God. Oh, that's not fair because it's erect.
Erect.
Oh my
Some people
God.
think it's bad if pedophiles are allowed to live near schools, but it does reduce their carbon footprint.
Oh my God.
If you're scared of pedophiles, grow up.
Whoa. Oh, God.
When my first girlfriend choked to death, it was a terrible blow. I had to finish myself off.
I'm just laughing at them. Not the first thing to, you know, maybe call somebody, get rid of the body. He gotta finish himself off. Oh, man.
There's a theory in comedy. The theory is, Lenny Bruce said it first, he said the audience...
Ah, Lenny Bruce. Hell fucking yeah, man. Oh, my God. If you don't know the history of that dude, man, like... The reason why Jimmy is able to stand there and say the jokes that he is because of Lenny Bruce, man. Holy fuck.
There's a theory in comedy. The theory is, Lenny Bruce said it first, he said the audience is a genius. You regulate comedy. You decide what is and what isn't funny. You decide what is and what isn't acceptable. I thought, well, we could put that to the test. Yeah.
Oh, no.
We could start gentle, work our way up and see at what stage you go, no. Well, we'll start gentle.
I've seen him do this before, man, where he starts off with some offensive jokes, then he just gets higher and higher. I hope he does some ones that I haven't heard before, because that would kind of suck. Oh, wait, that would be good if he did ones that I haven't heard. So, yeah, you guys know what I mean. Anyway, let's go. Let Jimmy do the talking.
No. Well, we'll start gentle. I was raised Catholic. Any other Catholics in? You. I was raised Catholic, and the thing that used to annoy me about church when I was a kid was all the standing up and sitting down and kneeling.
I know
I
it's
wish the
coming.
priest could just pick a position and fuck me. Fine, take it up. We'll take it up. Take it up, yeah? Take it up again, okay. I bought some Viagra. Now, I didn't have a problem, but I thought, you know, I'll try it. And I was reading, because it's a medication, you have to take these things seriously, so I was reading the side of the box of Viagra, and it said, keep away from children. I thought, what kind of a man do they think I am? that can't maintain an erection with a child. Up and up again. Okay. Some common myths.
Who do they think that? Oh my god, that's so horrible, it's hilarious.
Up and up again. Okay. Some common myths. There's some bullshits, but a lot of common myths on the internet. Just bullshit. It's just bullshit is all it is. The best lubricant for anal sex is not tears. It's blood. So obvious.
Oh my god.
Oh. I saw the chief of the New York City Police on the news. He said, "We will never forget 9/11. I thought, I should hope not. It's your phone number. Up again. Up. Another one. Okay. If only Africa had more mosquito nets, then every year we could save millions of mosquitoes from dying needlessly of AIDS. No, more?
Oh my god.
Okay, more, fine.
This crowd is fucking awesome too, by the way.
Okay, more, fine. Say what you like about the Make-A-Wish Foundation. They can work to a deadline. It feels like you are unoffendable, ladies and gentlemen. Fine, you win. You know what? You know that theory in show business, people say, oh, leave them wanting more. I think that's a bad idea. I think I should leave you going, thank God that is over. Okay, so relationships, right? There's lots of people in relationships here. What's the age gap between you two guys? 6 years. Okay, well, that's pretty reasonable. That's the same generation. The reason I ask is because people have different opinions. Some people think, oh, you need to be like in the same class, there's exactly the same age, and you get on better. Some people think, well, if there's 10, 15, 20 years between you, it doesn't matter because love conquers all. All I know for sure is this. I think you know a girl is too young for you if you're having to make the aeroplane noise to get your cock in her mouth.
Oh my god.
That's when you know. Here comes the train into the tunnel.
Holy shit.
Take it up again, yeah? Yeah, sure. I said to my girlfriend, I said, do you want to experiment with a role-play rape fantasy? She said, no. I said, that's the spirit. Now, I realize I am very politically incorrect, but actually, being politically correct, being very right on and politically correct, can actually blow up much more spectacularly in your face than any joke ever could. I was going to tell you a story about this. It's quite a long story, but it's a doozy. Do you want to hear it?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so it concerns a friend of mine that runs a comedy club in central London. And he was running this club in central London about 10 years ago. He put on a night of American stand-up comedy. So he booked 3 American comedians. He put them all on the bill that night. They got hot dogs and Budweisers, and they had a night of American comedy. Now, all you need to know about...
Hot dogs and Budweisers. He ain't even gotten to the story yet. I'm already laughing.
They got hot dogs and Budweisers, and they had a night of American comedy. Now, all you need to know about this guy that runs the club is he's a super right-on guy. If there's a protest march to go on, he's on the march holding a placard. If there's a petition to sign, he's emailing me the petition and all his other friends the petition. He's a very involved, political, right-on member of society. He's a great guy. So he runs this club. I'm there on this night, sat at the back with him, watching the comedy. The first comedian goes up on this night of American comedy in London, and he's a black American comic from New York City, and he does what I would describe as an Uncle Tom routine. Basically, all of his jokes were racist. All of his jokes were based on negative, racist stereotypes. And the audience laughed. I mean, he was a funny guy, and I guess they thought it was okay for him to make racist jokes, and they went with it that night. And he probably did half an hour on stage. He got a big round of applause at the end. He was very good with the audience, but he was telling racist jokes. And he left, and there was a big applause, and he went back into the green room, backstage. My friend, the guy that runs the club, went straight from the back of the room to the green room. And he went up to him. And he said, look, you'll get paid for tonight's gig, but you would not be welcome back at my club telling those kind of jokes. I think it's racist. I think it's wrong. I don't think it makes it okay for you to tell racist jokes just because you're a black guy. I think if anything, it makes it worse. It denigrates the struggle of the African American people. And you can never say no one's told you so, because I'm telling you right now, it's racist and it's wrong. And the comedian said, when you're right, you're right. I agree. But I'm the other black comic I haven't been on yet. Genuinely true story. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Jimmy Carr. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
That was fucking awesome. That was fucking hilarious. I love how we ended that. I'm the other black comic I haven't been on yet. Oh, Jesus, man. Shout out to Jimmy Carr, man. I hope you guys like that. Like I said, I wasn't too sure how dirty it was going to be, but I'm glad to see that they let him swear, so I was happy about that, because you never know with Just for Laughs, man. Unless it's like a dirty show, like the Naughty Show that came out a few years ago, you don't really know if it's going to be censored, so I'm glad to see that this was not. Hell fucking yeah, man. So I hope you guys enjoy this. If you want me to react to more Jimmy Carr or anybody, man, some more stand-up, I'm definitely down to do that. Stand-up is like one of my, next to hip-hop, is my favorite fucking thing, man, because I find stand-up and hip-hop are the two places where you can go and people are not gonna bullshit you. Comedians will hit you with the real shit, and so will fucking hip-hop artists, man. It's awesome, and I love it. I hope you guys liked it, too. As always, man, I hope you guys have a blessed fucking day. For real. A beautiful day. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart to yours. And I will catch you guys in the next one, alright? Peace out, y'all.